Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am Cynthia, also known as Creative Mama of 3, here on YouTube and on Instagram. And today's Friday, so that means Friday Sews. But this one has a little twist. It is Friday Sews Crochet and Knitting Edition. I really haven't completed anything this week due to some more car issues or situations. We did get the car fixed, the van that I got stuck in Georgia. My husband and our neighbor was really nice enough to go with him to bring it back from Georgia to the Carolinas. It's about a 4-hour round, 4 hours one-way trip. So we really needed to get another car. So this week we actually bought another car. We had bought, I think it's a Kia Carnival, because of, having 3 kids, and the only car that we could really fit in is a minivan. So we got a new one, a great one. It's black, like black speckles or something. I will post a picture of it here. Very happy with it. Now we have a very reliable car to our upcoming trip to Florida, because that is something that we were very concerned about. But first, let me show you some of my recent and not so recent knitting and crocheting items. So first, I really love doing hats. Hats is something that usually is very quick to make. I can make it in an evening or two depending on the complexity of the pattern. And there was a while that I was very, very into doing cables. I don't remember the pattern that I use, so I can't provide it, but I think there was a YouTuber named Lulu. I'm not even sure, but it's kind of a basic cable knit hat. So I have 2 here to show you. The first one is my favorite, because I love, if you haven't noticed yet, I do love colors. I love rainbows. I love all bright colors. So this is, you can't see the pattern too much with this yarn, but that did not stop me from using it because I love this yarn. This yarn was gifted to me by my very good sewing buddy, because she's also my knit and crochet buddy as well, which is, it's great to have friends like that do multiple things just like you. And this is a wonderful, I believe, a silk blend from Expression Fiber Arts. Oh my God, her yarns are beautiful. Beautiful, 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 and so worth the price you pay. This was, so up until this point, the only yarns that I've ever used were like just acrylics, like Red Heart and all that. So, and this was the first one that I've done in something that wasn't acrylic, and I will put it on. Love it. Now let's hope my hair does not miss. No, it's okay. Okay, good. I'll put that one over there. And right now, since I've been concentrating a lot on sewing, most of my yarns are tucked away to make more room for my love affair of fabrics. So this is another hat that I made. I think it's really nice. Now this is acrylic, but it's a nice soft acrylic. I believe both of these are Vanna White yarn that I got at Joann's. Pretty inexpensive, but very nice. Ooh, didn't close up the top. Not yet, but it will get closed. I don't know if I'll give this to someone, or that's why I'm not going to put it on. I don't know if I'm going to sell it or give it to someone, or what we're going to do with it. But it's nice and soft and squishy. And now here you can see the pattern a little better. I think it's a 6-row repeat, and then you do a crossover cable. So this is very nice. Put that over there. So that's the 2 knitting items that I brought out to show you. I do have many more, but like I said, with this crazy mess and all this good stuff, where is it? There it is. I did move my yarns all the way up here on this side, so it was very hard to get down, because I tried to bring some of my knitting when I went to the quilting expo, because me and my friend were going to be stuck a little bit in the hotel room, and what better way to pass time and to chat is knitting. She brought knitting. I really didn't bring any knitting. But this is a crochet blanket. It's kind of big. Did granny squares. Purple is my favorite color of all time. And I figured living in the South, in the Carolinas, I really did not want something, it's hard to show you because I have to have the camera kind of close to me so you don't see my mess. But here it is. So it's a big blanket. Love it. One thing I really enjoy about knitting and crocheting is that you can do it in your living room, you can do it in the car, as long as you're not driving. And it's very portable. I wish that there's like a meme or something of someone sitting in the front seat of a car sewing with like a little tray on their lap, and they're using this big machine to sew stuff. Oh my goodness, if that was, I don't think it's real, but if it was real, I would definitely have to get one. Going to Florida, I could probably make myself a few pieces, a few clothing items, because that'd be like 10 hours in the car. So I have that. And that one I think was just red heart yarn for that. Now, so that's some of this, my knitting and crocheting. I am kind of working on a sewing project that it's not finished, so that's why I only like to show you guys finished things mostly. But let me show you the pattern. I thought I would, I saw Stephanie's video. I will put a little picture here of her videos, her last Fridaysews video, not the one from today, where she made like a mini backpack. And I figured, you know what? That would be great for Disney. I do have to carry some medical items, some for me and some for my girls, because they are allergic to peanuts and tree nuts, so I have to carry EpiPens with me wherever we go. My wallet, my cell phone, and all that, and some medical supplies for me as well. So why not make a little mini backpack when we go to Disney? So I am doing, this is 1388. It's a simplicity pattern, and I am making this one right there. Isn't it cute? It's plain and simple. They got like ones with a whole bunch of pockets and stuff. This one is similar to this. It just has the like bungee like decoration, or I guess maybe you could put a water bottle in there. And I like all of them. This purse is cute too. But this one, I've never made a backpack. I've only made like tote bags, and like little drawstring bags to carry stuff around, and even like zipper pouches, but I've never created a backpack. So what else does a sewist do? But they use a pattern that they never used before, never made the item ever before, and we change it up. Why not? Why not make a possible simple backpack into a major project? So what I'm doing is this one here only requires the outer fabric, a lightweight interfacing that you put on the outer fabric, and then you use fleece as, I guess, the stuffing or the batting. Yeah, batting. But I didn't think that was going to make it nice enough. Like, I kind of wanted it stiff. Like, I kind of want it like this. So what I did is I used foam. Unfortunately, the only foam I had was the one that doesn't have like the fabric casing on it, or the fabric layer. It's just raw fabric. But luckily, I'm using that fabric as the middle. So while I'm sewing this up, I got my outer fabric, that foam fabric, and then the fleece, sandwiched. So, because I've heard bad stories about the naked foam being difficult to sew, but it works a little easier if you have it sandwiched between two fabrics. So I have all the pieces cut out, the fabric, the foam, the fleece. I did not do a lining. I didn't realize that it required a lining. On the fabric pieces itself, it only says fabric, interfacing, and fleece. So I didn't see any lining. So this is going to be like my usable mock-up. I'm using Disney fabric, the Leo and Stitch fabric that I got in one of my fabric haul videos. I'm going to use that. I'm making this one for myself. And then my youngest daughter loves Stitch. So when she saw me cutting out this fabric, she was like, "Is that for me?" I was like, "No." But I said, "But I can make you one when I'm done. Hopefully I can make it before we go to Florida." Now that's questionable, but I do have the fabric. I'm going to actually probably use a temporary spray adhesive, the one that you usually use to sandwich quilts together before you actually do the top stitch quilting. I'm going to sandwich them together because I did try to sew some of the pieces, like it calls for a 1/2 inch seam allowance. So what I was going to do is I was going to do like a 1/4 of an inch or an 1/8 of an inch just to keep all the pieces together. And that was proving to be a little difficult. Like, it doesn't tell you what needle you need to use, because I guess if you would have done it right, you probably could have used a universal. But I think I'm going to use a Microtech needle because of the foam. And I think that will help a great deal. It'll make it go through a little easier because the Microtech's needle is very sharp. And I think that's what I need. I did extend my stitch length. I think I extended, I usually do a 2. And I'm looking at my machine, and I think I tried to do it on a 4. But that was just to do the basting around. But I think I'm going to do a 3 on, you know, when I actually go to put this together. So naturally, hopefully, fingers crossed, I will have this done. Hopefully by next Friday. That would be ideal. But we shall see. You know, some plans don't always go the way you like them to. And for what I'm wearing, I'm actually wearing my last week's Fridaysews St. Patrick's Day shirt. I love it. It's very comfortable, very easy to wear, and I just love it. I think I'm going to definitely make more of this. This is the Vinance Doman. Hope I'm saying that right. I'll put a picture here. It is from one of my favorite pattern companies, Love Notions. I'm very strongly encourage to go online, go to lovenotions.com. Every Friday they have a $5 Friday, Feature Friday pattern. This was a feature pattern probably a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago or so. Every time I don't buy it, which only has happened twice, I totally regretted it the next day. I was like, oh my goodness, that would have been perfect for this and this, and I just didn't think of it. So now I just buy them. They're wonderful patterns, and I have not gone wrong with any of them, so definitely would love to use that. Also, I'm going to be posting another video soon of a fabric haul that I had just today of my friend who does the sewing and the knitting and the crocheting, and I went to the expo with, told me about Pineapple Fabrics sale. I guess they have a sale, from what I understand, like every 2 to 3 months. They do have a location. It's in Archdale, North Carolina. So it was a little hike for me, but they have a store that they have, and then they have this special like tent sale that they take a certain amount of fabrics and they bring it outside, and everything is by the pound. So each piece is by the pound. I found such beautiful stuff there. It was really hard to be on a budget, but since we got the new car, I kind of had to trim down my sewing or my fabric expenditure, because it's not like I don't have enough fabric to get things done. So, but there was some that was calling me, and actually 1 or 2 jumped in my cart. It did. So, you know, I figured it was meant to be that they had to come home with me, and they did. And I'm gonna love it. I love them so much. So I'm going to do another video of the fabric haul, from my little fabric haul from Georgia that I did at the expo, and then also my larger fabric haul from Pineapple Fabrics tent sale that was today. So that's all for me, my personal front, and what I'm making, and my plans, and what I made, and all that good stuff. So I hope you enjoy seeing some of my knitting and crocheting. Hopefully I'll be doing more of that, and I can incorporate it into some more Friday sews. So let me know if you knit or crochet, or if you ever wanted to learn. It's a pretty easy thing once you want, pretty easy skill once you get the hang of it, but it does take a lot longer than sewing. So, if you're looking for something quick and easy and fast that doesn't take a long time, then sewing is definitely for you. But if you want something to relax in front of the TV, be with the family, watch a movie, then knitting and crocheting is perfect. So, okay, so I think that is all for me today. Please comment below, what project you like today, or if you're working on anything special, and please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. That helps me out greatly. And also, subscribe in case you don't want to miss any of my Friday Sews videos, or any of my fabric hauls and knitting and crocheting and all the above. So thank you for spending some time with me. I hope where you are, the weather is wonderful and your family is healthy. And I hope you have time every day to be creative, even if it's just for a little bit. So thank you for joining me. Bye.